Good afternoon. My name is Elizabeth Croy and I teach here at Montana State University. Thank you so much for coming out this afternoon to hear some singers. These are all singers from my studio. And last spring, I often will ask the studio, what theme should we have for our studio recital? And someone mentioned, oh, let's do the theme of women. And so I started out doing the usual thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find songs by women composers and use women poets. And then when we started school this fall, I thought, well, maybe we wanna go deeper. And then we had a little discussion about women's issues, and we realized that really every song we can take the perspective of being a woman and what it's like for women, and maybe highlight some issues that women experience either historically or maybe that we continue to experience today. So I asked every student to write a short narrative as a little prologue for their song. So I'm going to read those before they sing. Some people are going to read their own statement before. And then I thought for fun, I threw in a few quotes by women too. So the other little announcement is that Miriam Frye, unfortunately, will not be able to sing. She's hoarse. Is it okay if I read your statement, though? Because I loved your letter. Okay, good, great. All right, so we will begin then with Evelyn Graham and O Luna Lucente. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. O Luna Lucente is a song from the opera Il mondo della Luna, or The World on the Moon, composed by Haydn in 1777. The song speaks to the adoration and wonderment of the moon, longing for a new life outside of our planet. This alludes to the goddess of the moon, sister of Phoebus, who represents the powerful strength of women and the embodiment of female independence. And there's a haiku. Sister of Phoebus, a better life awaits us on the shining moon. So I thought this was so cute. So this is from Miriam's piece, which was Sympathy by Haydn as well. Dear Mother, it is 1796, and I am so wondrously in love. I have found the most delightful man. He is joyful, and so am I. Unless he is not joyful, in which case I am, of course, equally displaced. But mostly I am always happy. Cleaning and mending and baking, my wifely duties are soon to be fulfilled joyously. Filled with my husband's certainty, this is a good marriage. Affectionately, your daughter. Dear daughter, good gravy! I remember when I loved your father like that. Now my hands are calloused from doing all the housework. Equally, my soul and body are broken from bearing 15 of my adorable children. Sometimes I wish I could vote. I might vote to allow women to own property and keep their own earnings. But then I am reminded that men take care of those things. With confidentiality, it breaks my heart. Regards from your father's desk with his pen, in his home, on his land, Mother. And then a different tone. When a woman is assaulted, one of the first questions people ask is, did you say no? This question assumes the answer was always yes, and that it was her job to revoke the agreement, to defuse the bomb she was given. But why are they allowed to touch us until we physically fight them off? Why is the door open until we have to slam it shut? Chanel Miller, an American writer. Caitlin is singing a song from the musical The Mystery of Edwin Drood. An older man named John Jasper is teaching the young girl Rosa voice lessons. He has become obsessed with her. Jasper writes this song for Rosa to sing, playing out his fantasy that she is in love with him and wants him back. But in reality, it just makes Rosa extremely uncomfortable. It highlights the power dynamic between teacher and student and how Jasper is abusing that to manipulate and prey upon Rosa. This is sadly a common occurrence in the real world as well, especially in situations where there is a power imbalance, which can create unsafe and uncomfortable conditions for women all around the world. Oops. Feminism is the radical notion that women are people. Marie Scheer.
In my mother's schoolhouse, I would sit at the kitchen table and listen to her teach geometry. She taught me about distance. She taught a lesson about a boat that is sailing the sea trying to get from point A to B. So the little boat's traveling at full sail and it's trying to reach the shore. But whenever the boat gets halfway there, there's always halfway to go. You take half of that, and so on and so. In my mother's schoolhouse, there is always halfway to go. I'm the girl with a copper spyglass who prays that today she will spot the shore. All at once, a lighthouse, a light telling me to lean in on the oar. I start to row, but before I can get anywhere from point A to point B, I'm back at the kitchen table, where I'll always be at sea. Take half of half and half of that. No matter where I row, little boat, big ocean, with always halfway to go. I'm a dreamer. It's all I have, really. I get one step closer to success, but then the boat blows over again. I'm completely alone, and yet I'm surrounded by everything I can ever imagine. Here in France, women are expected to tend for everyone's happiness before their own. We weren't even allowed to open our own bank account without a husband's permission until 1965. So, I've mastered the art of a silent rebellion against invisibility. No one goes unnoticed, and everyone is a dreamer. But even in a dream world, I am too odd, too quiet, and too much. But I always have halfway to go.
Times are hard for dreamers, but they won't be hard for me. I've saved up everything I own to take that step beyond the lawn, keep walking till I see the station and then see it go. Onto the train, out through the glass, my finger tracing all of these towns I've never heard of, racing past. Off the train in Paris, half a mile from Sacré-Cœur, the city's waking up for me. A sign says an apartment's vacant on the second floor, and suddenly I hold the key. I turn a lock, the rooms appear, and all it takes is one more step, and then I'm here, just me behind my door. It isn't what I have, it's only what I have in store that matters now. The past can only fade, and everything I'll ever need appears. This is how my world gets made. They say times are hard for dreamers, and who knows, maybe they are. People get stuck or lost at sea.
A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until she gets in hot water. Eleanor Roosevelt. This is a song from the musical Waitress, and this is a poem by Adele. Yeah. A tiny heartbeat pulses, thump, thump. Only darkness, but you know a being is there. You can feel it, sense it, always connected to you. This human you will raise. Right now, you'd be baking, but you're not. You'd be rushing around feeling important, but you're not. You'd see customers smile and laugh as you poured their coffee, but you don't. Instead, you see a face full of life, a face that doesn't need you here or there in the same minute, that doesn't say, "Where's my dessert? Where's the meal I ordered?" One that only gives you 10s and 5s, enough to survive. A face that knows you, one that calls you mother.
Recognize me with these shoes.
Virginia Woolf described the angel as immensely sympathetic, immensely charming, utterly unselfish. She excelled in the difficult arts of the family. And women in the Victorian period were thought of as these angels that would redeem even the most wayward man, I guess. She sacrificed daily, in short, Virginia Woolf says. She was so constituted that she never had a mind, but preferred to sympathize always with the minds and wishes of others. Above all, she was pure. Her purity was supposed to be her chief beauty. And here again is the Victorian sentiment that women must reflect the manners and emotions of their suitors and husbands. Gilbert and Sullivan create a satire around the aesthetic movement of the late 19th century through their operetta, Patience. Patience is a naive milkmaid who begins the show very happy as she is not stricken with the love sickness all the other women have over the highly aesthetic poet Bunthorne. She is instructed that love is unselfish and noble, therefore, not to be in love would be a very selfish thing indeed. One must give yourself up, nothing at all, for the girl herself. So Patience sets off to fall in love. She tries to feel the type of love everyone around her is experiencing, but feels more drawn to an everyday variety man, a lad who was her playmate as a child, the Grosvenor. But loving him would make her happy, so that will not do. To find unselfish love, she must be miserable. She therefore declares her love to Bunthorne, who makes her miserable instead. But when her childhood sweetheart becomes imperfect, then she is free to declare her love for the man she truly loves. This song is representative of her struggle with what love really is. And I tell you now, it is not what the ladies have been telling her.
Love is a plaintive song, sung by a suffering maid, telling a tale of wrong, telling of hope betrayed, turning
time a woman stands up for herself, without knowing it possibly, without claiming it, she stands up for all women. Maya Angelou. Here stands Susanna in a garden full of deceit and lies. She is ready to enact her plan. Wearing the clothes of the countess, she knows that Figaro, her jealous fiancé, is nearby. To simultaneously tease Figaro while spoiling the Count's efforts to seduce Susanna, she sings this love song under the veil of night. Neither man knows the plan for the Countess to switch places with Susanna before the Count arrives. The aria begins in a teasing way, but shifts to a heartfelt love song that is directed at her fiancé. The women in the Marriage of Figaro are the ones to bring order and morality back into the palace, yet they do so with cleverness and humor. Whatever our souls are made out of, and mine are the same, if all else perished and he remained, I should still continue to be. And if all else remained and he were annihilated, the universe would turn into a mighty stranger. Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte. Set in early 19th century Russia during the Great French War, this song captures the deep loneliness and emotional isolation faced by many women of this time who were left behind as their loved ones went off to battle. It expresses an idealized view of love and the quiet despair in waiting, emotions countless other women experienced during this era, who have endured uncertainty, societal restrictions, and the fear of loss that came with wartime separation. No One Else becomes not only a declaration of love to Andre, but also a reflection of the historical reality of women whose hearts and futures were bound to the fates of men.
I've spent so many evenings in this drawing room, pretending not to listen for his name. Everyone laughs, plays cards, dances, and still I feel apart from it all. They say I'm too romantic, too young to understand love, but they don't know what it feels like, as if your whole heart lives in another's hands. When I sing, it's not to fill the silence, but to remind myself he's real, that somewhere out there he's thinking of me too, because I could never love anyone else.
First time I heard your voice, moonlight burst into the room, and I saw your eyes, and I saw your smile, and the world opened wide, and the world was inside of me, and I catch my breath, and I laugh and flush, and I hear guitars. You are so good for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And your childlike eyes and your distant smile, I'll never be this happy again. You and I, and no one else. We've done this all before. We were angels once. Don't
a short quote by Edna St. Vincent Millay. I am glad that I paid so little attention to good advice. Had I abided by it, I might have been saved from some of my most valuable mistakes.
I looked at my heart while the wild swans went over. I've seen the swans, their movement expected. Unimpressed, I asked myself, how do they do it? How is joy found in the life of a wild swan? How do they make every day different from yesterday? How is today different? How am I different? Looking at wild swans today, I am filled with the idea of freedom, the feeling of awe staring at wild creatures. I think to myself, knowing the answer but asking regardless, will today's expectations be met? Will my entangled expectations become a reality, or will it be tethered to something that doesn't exist? A life that doesn't exist, a man that doesn't exist, a joy that doesn't exist. I live in a house that is made of decisions that aren't mine. I live in a house that ties me to what is expected. What about my expectations? Isn't this my life? Why am I expected to be and to do and to say everything that only represents someone who doesn't care to know me, to see me, to love me? Wild swans. What's so wild about freedom? I wish to be free from this life, from this house, from this semblance of a life that keeps me tamed. Come back, come back. I wish to leave and lock the door on this life. I wish to lead with my heart, spread my wings and fly, leaving my cage behind me.
Perfectionism doesn't make you feel perfect, it makes you feel inadequate. Maria Shriver. Au quand je dors. I have left now, and my absence is a hole in his heart. The perfect woman, a woman that he thought he had, is gone now. A dream that once was beautiful. He asks for me to come, oh viens, but I am not Patriarch's Laura or Paris's Helen. I am a flawed human, one that is not the pious, immaculate image he sees in his dreams. I was never perfection he expects me to be. I am now free. I am a dream to him of what I once was, or what is. A girl should be two things, who and what she wants. Dolly Parton. Throughout history, women have been dependent on men for social and financial survival. Societal pressures and traditional gender roles have restricted women's lives to the domestic sphere. Laurie's song from the opera The Tender Land by Aaron Copland is set during the era of the Great Depression. At this time, women pursuing education greater than high school was seen as a barrier to marriage. Women's independence was seen as impossible by many, or at least it carried a heavy societal stigma. One important barrier to independence was money. Due to job exclusion and a wage disparity, some of which still exist today, it was difficult for women to make a living on their own. If women got married, they often lost all control of their own legal identity, including control over their own earnings, which fell under the control of their husbands. Women were even unable to open a bank account, which we heard before, I guess. So in Copland's The Tender Land, Laurie is about to graduate from high school and reflects on her life growing up on the farm. Drifters have been hired to help with the harvest, and Martin, one of the drifters, charms Laurie with his tales of their travels. Laurie's parents become distrustful, and they ask the drifters to leave. Laurie and Martin plan to run away together and elope in the morning. But that night, Martin sneaks away without her. Rather than cancel her plans of leaving, Laurie decides to leave the farm and set off into the world on her own. Copland's opera addresses cultural distrust rising in America during the 1950s, as well as a coming-of-age story for Laurie.